Okay, just sent another one to Pamela Short. Let's see if Pamela shows up. Pamela does not show up. Ah, and you don't have to go on video if you're not comfortable. That's perfectly okay. Pamela,
Okay. Yes.
ah, you're there. Okay, I'm just going to double check. Are you comfortable? You okay doing a live reading with me now?
Yes.
You are? Okay. And then as we do the reading, because I'm a medium as well, there is a possibility that some family members or guys, things of that nature may show up. Is it okay that they contact you? Like, is it okay that I tell you what they said?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Not everybody wants to do that. Okay, sorry. And if I didn't pick you, I'm so sorry. There have been other opportunities on my lives. Okay. So Shay, you don't have to ask anything yet. I'm actually just gonna pull some cards, okay, and try to just get to your energy if that makes any sense and see what I'm feeling. But I will need your confirmation as we continue. Okay, confirmation just helps me further connect. Okay. Okay. I am gonna let you ask a question. I also feel like that I feel like you're losing a lot of things in your life right now. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I feel like things are breaking up. I also feel like I'm starting to feel like out of breath. I don't know if you're currently out of breath, like you ran up a flight of stairs, that's the energy, but it also feels like a little bit of anxiety to me. Mixed with a bit of fear. Okay, like I feel like I'm very scared of the direction that my life is going in right now. I feel like I don't have control of where things are going right now, and I'm getting really frustrated. Starting to a little bit feel like I want to cry because it's like I'm really trying to figure things out, and I feel like things just keep happening that are like so out of my control and it's like not my fault, right? Like things just keep happening to me. Um, is this accurate? Is this you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I just wanted to make sure I connected to you, Mama. Yeah, a lot of changes happening right now. Okay, I'm gonna have you ask some questions if that's okay. Now that I'm connected.
Ugh. I've been. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Somebody. They want me to believe that my significant other is. I mean, liking the same sex, but I don't get that from him.
Okay. Let me check. Hmm, okay. So I don't know who's trying to convince you of that. What I am going to say, in the best way that I can, okay, what I am going to say, um, is I don't believe it's something they have ever acted on. Okay.
Okay.
This feels like I enjoy the company of a particular person. Does this make sense? And the best way that I can say this is there's a difference between I go out and I'm attracted to everything of that sex, the same sex, right? And there is this one person that for some reason there's something about them that I feel attracted to. That is what's happening. Okay. There is an individual, and I don't know if this is the person that's trying to tell you that they may be attracted to the same sex, but I do feel like it's a thing, but he has not acted on it. I also feel like he won't act on it. Okay. There's a lot of fear around that there. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that's
Lot
what
of fear. Okay. I don't, I feel like does not want to be painted as that. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and which is why you don't see it because I think he's he gives off like he's very against it in a way.
yeah.
But he can't, yeah, but he can't explain why why he feels like that about that particular person. But he really enjoys their company, right?
Mm.
Um, right, but I don't it won't be something he'll act on. And I don't think it's to the point of um like it's not like, oh, I can see myself in a relationship. It's not that type of thing. It's just like I really, really like this person.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you had another question. It feels like it's a something that has to do with work.
Because I just don't, I've been looking for another job, but,
Yep.
and I'm just trying to see, am I stuck where I'm at, or is it a, I'm gonna get another job because I can't quit my job until I get another one. But
You cannot. So Spirit is saying is like you need to be looking into a different area. I feel like you're looking for the
yeah,
same type of job. You need to open up yourself a little bit. There are other things that you can do, okay, and other ways that you can reword your resume. Okay, I want you to keep that in mind. A lot of times we have a tendency to not want to feel uncomfortable, so we want to do the thing that we already know. Okay.
yeah,
Right. You have to get out of that. Because that's what's happening. It's like, oh, I can't. And I feel like you're seeing things that feel like you could do it, but it's like, oh, I don't want to put myself in that kind of, right? You have to, right? Spirit actually is wanting you to kind of grow and wanting to reach out. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. The moment that you start applying for things and change your resume wording and believe that you can do those things or learn to do those things, you will find another job. But you're not meant to stay in this hole this little bucket that you've kind of made for yourself, okay?
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's the biggest thing, all right? You don't want to stay there. Spirit is
yeah.
actually wants you to pull out, and kind of what you're feeling is that you want to grow, because I also feel like you cannot, for whatever reason, I feel like you've been in this space for a long time and they're not promoting you. I feel like you've tried and they haven't really given you the opportunity, okay? You want to come out of that. You know that you're worth more than that, okay? And spirit wants to pull you out of that as well, but you can't be afraid. You have to, it's one of those let go and let God. All right.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. God wouldn't put anything on you if he didn't already give you the tools to do it. All right. That makes sense. You're feeling this in your heart that you don't want to be there, that you want to find something else. God didn't put that there for no reason. So you have to believe in that and be willing to stretch yourself. Okay.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yes, yes, that
Okay.
sounds great. I just didn't
Okay.
want to hear the word. No, you're stuck.
No, you're not. You're not stuck. Okay. And then is this relationship that you've been in, has it been a long-term relationship without and maybe this is something you don't want, but the spirit is kind of saying that this has been going on for a while and it doesn't feel like it's going to the last step, which would be like marriage or something of that nature. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah. And it feels
yes,
like it's been quite some time. How many years has it been?
like 7.
Yeah. Okay. Is this I'm starting to feel it now too. Am I just bringing it up may have caused a little bit of hurt there, like it's something that you don't really want to acknowledge, right? You feel it, but you don't really want to acknowledge because you're trying to be okay with what you currently have. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Um, I, okay, Spirit brought this up, so we're going to talk about it a little bit, but I am understanding we're on live. There's other people watching, and I do feel like this is a point of contention with you and something that also, for some reason, why do you feel a little bit of shame around this, as if you feel like you might not be quite good enough? Is that correct?
Oh my
It's making me
God.
uncomfortable. Yeah, this is okay. This is a safe place, I promise you. Okay. One of the things that God has given me is I get to feel the things that other people are feeling. So I go through it with you. I'm walking with you. Um,
Yes.
yeah, so it feels like a point of contention. Like I don't, and I feel very uncomfortable. Like I can't stop moving my shirt. Like I feel very uncomfortable that we're talking about it right now. So I'm sure that's how you're feeling. Okay, I want you to know that it's okay. Okay. Um, I think we get into spaces where we want to have what is, because I don't feel like it's you. I actually feel like you're quite happy. You're okay with where you are currently, right? Is that correct? But there's also that little thing in your back, like, well, why hasn't he married me? And I also feel like you're getting a lot of that from society, just like from society standards and friends and like maybe family. Like you just feel like that's the next step. Why haven't we taken it? But at the same time, you're at peace. You're okay, right? Um, it's okay for you to be okay. All right. And I feel like I needed to tell you that it's okay for you to be okay. You are not less because you have not gotten that step. All right. I need you to know that no one believes that. Okay. So I want you to let that part go. The only thing that matters is that you are happy and that you're okay. All right. But spirit wants you to acknowledge that within yourself. Okay. Because I feel like that's actually, so you don't know it yet, but that feeling that you have of feeling a little bit less than and making that feeling comfortable is actually also tied from the to the work and you not wanting to push yourself. And it's showing up in other places in your life. All right. That's what I'm saying. That feeling of not having that and not feeling like that is showing up in other places in your life and you're allowing it to make you feel like you're less than. at work, you're
Yes.
less than in other relationships, you're less than, and you keep questioning yourself, you're going to have to let that go. So you're either going to have to set a boundary and say, listen, we got to get married. I don't care if it's at the courthouse or what we got to do. We got to move forward. We got to get married. Okay. You either got to move forward or you got to say, you know what? It doesn't matter. But you are worthy. And you can be full without that extra little paperwork. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's okay for you to be there. But that's something you have to overcome because it is showing up in other places in your life.
Mm. Yes, it is. Man.
Yes. Yes. You okay. All right. All right. And the spirit's telling me you have a question.
Just being just comfortable, stress free. That's just my main goal, but I can't never reach that point.
Yeah,
Mm.
a big part of it is just the beliefs that you have about yourself, and kind of overcoming them as well. And I'm so sorry, I gotta ask about your mother. This feels like something that is also slightly blocked. Okay. Um, just thinking about it, I kind of feel like I want to tear up a little bit. This makes sense. Family, you there? Pam? Oh, you can't hear? Okay, I think it cut off, honey.
Hello?
You hear?
Oh, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. All right, that may have it for a reason. I'm gonna ask again. I'm feeling the need to ask about your mother, but also I feel very asking, and I feel like this is a very sore subject. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of I don't know if the right word is contention or what I'm feeling, and spirit's telling me to pause. I'm gonna pause here. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it on live because I do feel like that is making you feel um a bit overwhelmed is the word I'm going to use. Okay. But at some point I want you to talk about that with someone because there's a lot of energy there that you still haven't healed from. Okay. And I think she left you with a lot of questions. Is that correct?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Okay, so it's good to talk about those things. And so this is, I think the reason I think it's good for other people to see what it's like to speak to a real psychic is that you don't. I'm answering questions that you don't have. I don't work with. This is what I'm going to say to everybody that's here. If you, I did not have to sell my soul in order to get my gifts. My gifts have been given to me by God for a purpose, and I'm only allowed to see the things that I need to see in order to help you heal. That's my purpose, is to help people heal. As you heal, you will get closer to God. Okay, a lot of times we allow the things that we've been through to separate us from our Father because we don't understand why they've happened to us. I'm trying not to cry while they've happened to us. And instead of looking at the world and understanding how the world works, we tend to blame our father for the things that he's allowed. Okay. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So I need you to know that anything that I have been allowed to see that has been given to me has come from our Father. You understand?
Okay.
Because
Yes.
our father wants you healed. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and I need you to know that those walks that you've been on, you weren't alone. He's allowing me to see that and allowing me to feel that with you so that we can go grow closer and you can know that you're not alone now. Okay. Because sometimes people need the visual, right? You don't always see that somebody's with you when you're going through these things on a spiritual realm. I feel as though I'm the physical manifestation of that. Oh, okay. So that you know that
Okay.
somebody is really walking
Okay.
with you. So it's going to be okay. All right. We don't have to talk
Whew.
about it here at some point. I do want you to talk about that because it is a point of contention. The spirit is bringing it up, and spirit wants you to heal, but she left you with a lot of questions. All right. I can also help answer those questions. Okay. Well, we won't do that here. Do you have any more other questions that's not related to your mom?
Okay. Did you say something? Because I don't know.
Yes. All right. Do
It
you
went
have any
out
other
again.
It's okay. You have any other questions that's not related to your mom?
No. That's, I mean, you answered the most important ones for me.
You did. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll let you go. If you ever want to
What,
talk about the other things, feel free to reach out. Okay.
just one other question. One other
Oh, yeah.
question.
Yeah. It's okay.
I've been, because I talked to another psychic, and she was
Mm-hmm.
telling me that my significant other doesn't have my best interests at heart. This is only a stage where he, and I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to go through that again, but I know I can avoid it. I just could have heads up, but I didn't know what that mean. But she couldn't get anything else from it. But he didn't have good intentions because we just recently just reunite, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so I don't know. I don't know what's. I really don't know. I'm just going in blind, really,
I am
and I
not
just
getting
don't
that.
want to waste my time.
Yeah, I am not getting that. I'm actually the energy from him feels like he um is, I'm going to use the word broken, and he's doing the best that he can. Does that make sense? So I don't feel any ill intention, because there's a difference between somebody doing something to you on purpose and somebody doing something to you because they have their own trauma, and then they're their own person. Does that make sense? And I do
Yes.
feel like you guys have a great friendship as well. You are the only person he feels at home with. That's the energy that I'm getting. This is my home. This person is my home.
Wow.
That does not feel sinister in any way to me. Okay, he may make mistakes,
Great.
he may do things wrong, but that's his own journey. That has nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? So, and the
Yeah.
other thing I'm going to tell you, if anybody, and this is for anybody that's on here, because I know there's a lot of psychics on here, things like that. I am not judging how those psychics do work, but I also don't know where those psychics get their information from. Okay. So the other thing I'm going to say, if a
Mm.
psychic tells you something, you also have to use your own discernment and feeling. If it does not feel good to you, ignore it. Okay. If it wasn't,
Oh, okay.
you understand? And I could already tell when you said it, it didn't feel good to you. That's your soul telling you that that is not true. You understand? So
Yeah,
that was
because
your
he
discernment.
does things, but he is so sweet. I mean, still, at the end of the day, he's a really good man at the end of
Yes.
the day. So,
Yes. And that's it. I'm going to be honest. I'm feeling like he's a really good person. He's just broken. And I got to be honest, most of us are. Or you understand what I'm saying?
uh,
Most of us are. A lot of us are really just trying the best that we can with the pieces that we have. And that's the energy that I'm feeling. He's doing the best that he can with the pieces that he has. But he's hurting, he's broken, and you are his home. Okay, that's the energy. So just know that, and I think you're okay. And then it's fine to talk to psychics, right? I have my own psychic. I have a couple of them. Okay, but use your discernment and what feels good to you. If it doesn't feel good to you, throw it out like dirty bath water. All right, and you
okay.
okay. Okay, and when those messages are delivered unto you as well, they should feel a certain way if it's coming from a good place. All right. If it feels like the person is being nasty, be careful, because the one of the issues is if you're working for spirit but you're not right spiritually. Okay.
Mm.
People can tell. And sometimes we're not right spiritually and we try to show up for other people spiritually. And we can't, because we are now putting in our pain and our hurt and then trying to transfer it through our reading to someone else. Right. So I could tell you, she might have been through that. She might have been talking about her own man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so just know that. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. I feel good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You didn't put my mind at ease. I
Oh,
know for the
good.
rest of that evening.
Good, 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 good. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you had a go. I don't know how to undo it. So there's a button on yours if you don't mind letting yourself out of the guest. Um, and then I'm actually,
Well,
Spirit is telling me someone did ask to come up. So um,
okay.
Lisa, if you're still here, I am going to accept yours. Okay.
Oh,
And
I don't know how to do it.
that's what I found it. Lisa, you there? Lisa? Oh, if you're there, I can't hear you, honey. Lisa. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let Lisa go only because there's other people that are asking to be read. I'm gonna read one more person. I don't typically go ahead and spam the comments again for me, and I'm gonna call somebody up. Okay. For the 65 of you that are here left, and I'll do another quick read. After that, I'll be complete. Okay. So if you want to stay for that reading, that's fine. Go ahead and spam the comments now. And I'm gonna go ahead and call somebody up until I get someone who wants the reading. Hi, Shay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing blessed, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, were you here for that last reading?
Yes, I was, and I loved
Okay.
it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask the same questions. Okay, so the main question, and then I'm going to try to disconnect to that your energy. Okay, so the main question is if people do show up. I didn't have any show up that time, but if people do show up, and actually her mother showed up, but I didn't want to. That felt strenuous. If people do show up, is it okay for them to reach out to you, and do you want to know?
Of course.
Okay, all right. Okay, sorry. I think I'm connecting to your energy right now. I don't know if you're a jokester, like you make a lot of jokes, but I'm giggly for some reason. I'm giggly for some reason. Um, Also, I have a little bit of a taste of liquor. I don't know if you joke around when you've been drinking, like you're a
Yes.
jokester. You just like I think I consider
Yes.
myself a comedian. I get real funny.
Yes.
So I'm the funny person in the group too, as well. I do feel like you have a kind of large friend group that's been there for quite some time too that you hang out with. Um, okay. Did you have a question?
Yes. I had a
Go ahead.
question about my dad that crossed over. I wanted to know, do he walk with me daily and watch over me?
Mm. He does immediately too. Just so you know, like I felt a sense of sadness from a male figure that's here. Um, oh, I feel like he passed a little before his time. Like he was a bit on the younger side, not super young, but on the younger side, right? Not necessarily, very old. I also feel like something was wrong with the way that he passed. Hold on, I'm just trying to. I just feel a lot of sadness. I don't typically feel this sad unless it was suicide, for instance, but I don't. Spirit is telling me it wasn't. Um, did he drink heavily?
No, but he did drugs. He died from bone
Drugs,
cancer.
gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. I'm feeling a lot like and was he prone to like just depression, serious depression? Is that where the drugs came from? Where came in?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And he had bone cancer, so he tried to use drugs to heal himself.
Got it. Okay. But I don't it doesn't feel like it was the bone cancer that killed him though. Is that correct? Was it more the repercussions of the drugs and the bone cancer mixed
It
together? I
could
hope that
be.
makes
Yes,
sense.
ma'am.
Okay, that's what it's feeling like. Okay. Yeah, he's here. You have a question for him though. What is it? Because he's like I feel like you've been asking this in either prayer or something of that nature. And it's not just if he's there. There's another question that you have. What is it?
Um, did I do everything to make him happy before he left? Was
Oh,
it his bedtime?
yes. And he's been waiting to give you a response because I do feel like you have asked. Have you gone and asked this question, maybe even to his grave site? Um, and he's been trying to get a message to you, but I think he didn't really know how. Is that correct?
No, so I never been to his grave site.
But you prayed or asked the question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Okay.
wanted to be cremated, but my uncle buried him instead of cremated him. So I was angry.
Gotcha. So you didn't go. That's okay. Yes, he has been here. He's been trying to get a message through to you too. Immediately I felt like crying, but he won't let me. I don't know if this was a man that felt like crying was not. Not for him. But he is like, don't you dare. Don't represent me like that. Like that's literally the energy I'm feeling. Don't do it. Don't represent me like that. So I don't know if that feels like his energy. But he is definitely like, don't you cry. So yes, he has been there, and I felt an overwhelming urge to cry. So that question really like tugged at his heartstrings. Okay, he most definitely has been there. He was very proud of you. He is still proud of you. He needs you to know that. Okay, you have a daughter,
No, I have sons.
sons. Who has a? There's a. He's showing me a little girl. I don't know who this little girl is. I apologize.
We don't have
Um,
any little girls.
were you a little girl? I'm seeing like braids, like little, like the ballies and braids.
I wear braids a lot.
Okay, but ballies. You wore those ballies, the round circle
No,
ones.
no,
Who is this? Who are you showing me? Mm. He keeps showing me this little girl. You sure
Maybe
that
she's
you don't?
trying to reflect of when I was a baby girl.
Yeah. Did you wear ballies? Well, I'm
Yeah,
seeing you with white ballies.
yeah.
And is there a school picture with you like that, with white ballies and your hair in braids, like the pic? The single braid, like a single braid in a ballie.
I can't recall. He probably had one of those pictures.
Okay, so he's showing me. This is looking like a picture because it looks more formal. You know how you have your clothes on and then you're facing out, but it's a little girl in ballie. She has white balls in her hair and the braids are down. And I don't know. He just keep beautiful. Like he just like that's his baby. That's why I said to you, if you had a daughter, maybe this is a grandchild. So maybe this is you, maybe when you were younger. I don't know why that stands out. Um, but that's what he wants to remember you. I guess he still sees you as his little girl. You have another question for him. What's the question?
I don't have another one.
Okay. What was the thing with him and your mom?
I think my mom left him. My mom left him when he was incarcerated. He did a long sentence. When I was two, she decided to leave him in there, and they separated. When he came out, he wanted to reconnect, but she didn't want to.
Gotcha. Can you do me a favor? I need you to you're not going to know this now because you were too young, right? I want you to see if your mom sent a picture, or if there was a picture of you around that age. This picture meant a lot to him. Okay. I don't know. He wants me to know that around that age when he was incarcerated at whatever time during your life, at some point he got a picture of you and it's white ball, his hair's in braids. All right. And the picture meant a lot. And he just keeps saying, "This is my baby." There's a lot of sadness to there too. He has a lot of regret for having to leave you behind during that time. I don't know if this continued for a while because in the picture you look like you're more like five. Okay, was he in there for a while? Like
Yeah,
five
he
or
did.
six? Yeah.
Yeah, he did 10 years.
Gotcha. Okay. So that comes on that's a like really painful thing to be honest for him. But okay, he keeps telling me there's another question. This has to be something that you've asked before. If you're uncomfortable asking it here, that's fine. But I feel like
Yeah,
you've been asking another question.
I don't know another question.
Okay. Did it have to do with what he was incarcerated for?
No.
Okay. He's being very, very not aggressive, but persistent. Did it have to do with this is something with something being cut off? Okay.
No, unless he's talking about my relationship.
No, this has to do with you and him specifically. Something was cut off at some point, and it feels like a question that you had previously. We'll move on. I'll let him come through later. He's very persistent about it though, but I have to move on because for time's sake. And he's not showing me enough.
Okay.
Okay. You brought up the relationship though. You have a question for the relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, was it meant for me and my ex to be together, or it's meant for us to separate?
For a time, temperance comes up. So that to me is like patience. And I feel like there was a point where you lacked the patience. So I do think that he was a work in progress. But it was really tiring. Like that's the energy I feel like. It was really tiring. I almost feel like I'm taking care of another child. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. And then you just lost patience, right? I don't think that that's actually going to change. I actually feel like his mother, was he very close to his mother, or father was not around?
His dad was around, but his dad was a Rolling Stone, and mom kind of neglected him emotionally.
Yeah. But I feel like he is still like me. Nobody taught him how to be almost like an adult, is what I'm
That's
feeling
true.
like. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So it feels like you're taking care of like another child because he doesn't know how to be right an adult. And I do feel like people kind of showed up and almost did things for him instead of teaching him how to do it. So that's why I mentioned the mom. Like it doesn't feel like there was that male presence. No offense, like somebody that was actively like, no, son, this is what you better do. Like that part of manhood that you kind of go through. This feels like a mother's love where it's like, oh no, you don't do it like that, and let me just do it for you. Okay, that's the energy. So he never really learned how to grow up, right? But there's also a feeling I'm getting for you is like, well, it's not my job to teach you that. Right, like it's not my job to teach you that, and I'm exhausted. I need help. Like there's that energy, right? He could be great, and you could make it work, but that will be required. He really does not know how. Okay, like he really doesn't. If he has some kind of older male influence that kind of directs him, but I feel like he needs direction. He does not know how to make decisions by himself. Like he doesn't know, like he's almost scared to make decisions by himself. I also feel like when he did make decisions by himself and it didn't work out, I think his mom was really hard on him. So it created like a fear of him doing things on his own because he doesn't want to make the mistake. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So is he can he be yes, could you guys be great together? Yes. Could it work out? Absolutely. Is he a soulmate? Yes, he actually is one of your soulmates. And I think he's actually there to teach you patience. Okay. Do you have the patience to deal with it is going to be the question that you have to ask yourself, and if you're going to move forward with trying. But he can be good. He just the issue that is what right now what I'm feeling is like you want to be soft. I feel like you had to carry a lot, and what you're looking for out of someone is someone to finally carry you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not ready to do that for you yet, baby. He can't. He doesn't know how. So it's really going to come down to, if can you maintain yourself a little bit longer so that you can teach him how to carry you. If you can't and you feel like you don't have the strength to do that, it's okay for you to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I'm gonna tap out. All right. Do what you need to do for you and your mental health. Okay.
Okay. And I have one more question.
Yeah.
I'm going to school and working. I wanted to know if I'm on the right track in life.
Mhm. Yeah, you're making a lot of changes. You're also cutting a lot of things off at this time too. I feel like things feel like they're going well because you're trying to get your life back together. I also think he may have come back into your life or go back and forth into your life at the worst times, which is why you feel a little bit frustrated. Like every time you start getting yourself together, I feel like here he comes, with more, more stuff to deal with versus helping you when you're going through school. I'm going to say yes, you're definitely on the right path. It is going to be hard though. I feel like it's already hard. It is going to be hard. Okay. Stay again, patience. I really think that this is your patience and perseverance, I think are your lessons that you're supposed to be learning right now. Be patient with yourself throughout this. And you got to practice your perseverance so that you can get through it because it's going to be very difficult. I do think though, at the end, you're going to be triumphant. Knight of Wands comes up. You're going to be very triumphant, very celebratory. So I think this is really good for you. Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. That's your last question.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Was that okay? You feel good?
Yes,
Okay.
yes
All
ma'am.
right. All right. Thank you
Thank
so much, Shay. All right. All right, guys. So I am going to look at me learning how to do this. Disconnect. Um, I am gonna make that my last one. Okay. I am still on vacation. I get to go to the parks tomorrow. I'm probably gonna post or maybe tomorrow when I'm at the park, I'll do a quick like show you guys the hotel and stuff. All right. Hi Lily. Show you guys the hotel and stuff like that. I am gonna try to go live though if I can, but I can't make any promises. I love you guys to death and I am trying to stay consistent, right? but I don't know what time I'll be finishing up. But I am trying to make sure that I keep this going. So if I can't do them around 7:30, not 8 o'clock or so, what I'll try to do is maybe do one in the morning for a little bit before I head out, if that's possible. Thank you, Albert. If that's possible, okay. So we've been on for a couple hours now. Um, I love you guys. I'm going to head out. My books will open again if you are looking for a private reading when I'm back from vacation. So, I'll be here for like 9 days or so. So when they do open up, I will, go live, or I'll post something to let you guys know. In the meantime, give me a follow. I will go live while I'm on vacation anytime that I possibly can. Okay. I love you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, Sandy. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you later. Okay. And bye bye.